What's good, everybody? We are back with another Call of Duty Mobile video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. So with the release of Season 6 coming up soon, obviously there's a lot of new things coming. Some of you guys have probably heard about the first one being the Outlaw, the new sniper coming to the game. Another one that hasn't been covered as much by YouTubers is a new SMG called the CORDITE, and I was actually able to get some gameplay with both of these that we're going to be checking out today. So if you guys are excited for the new update, make sure to drop a like down below. If you're enjoying the Call of Duty Mobile content and want to support the channel in a really simple way, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button down below as well. We're getting really close to 400,000, and we're going to keep grinding after that as well. But we're going to go ahead and hop into the actual gameplay video. So for those of you who are wondering, the way that I obtained these gameplays was basically by downloading the Korean version of Call of Duty Mobile, because for some reason they got an update before the rest of the versions of the game. I had to go ahead and level up to level 8 in order to be able to play Team Gun Game, but once I did that, I was able to check out both of these guns. Now obviously I'm not going to be able to do any in-depth test because we're only going to be able to take a brief look for one kill, but you can take a look at the rate of fire, the recoil, the scoping animations, and everything else for both guns to just get a kind of feel for them and what they're going to be like in Call of Duty Mobile. So the first one, like I said, that we're going to be looking at is the CORDITE, the new SMG in the game. Keep in mind, my ping is very high, so the kills that you're going to see on here are probably not actual estimations of what the actual kill time for the gun is, given that it's taking 99 seconds before it even registers the shots. From what I can tell so far, it seems like the CORDITE is effectively a combination between the GKS and the PDW. It actually has the exact same reload animation as the PDW, and it also has a higher magazine capacity, which we see in the PDW. It also has almost the exact same shot animation as the GKS, so that's the primary reason that I say it's a combination between those two. For the most part, it seems like a pretty stable gun, and it does fire incredibly fast, so it fires way faster than the GKS. Like I said, pretty close to the PDW. Now, how it measures up in range, damage, and everything else is still yet to be seen, because like I said, you can't actually obtain these guns yet outside of the gun game, but from what we're seeing right here, it seems like obviously decent mobility because it is an SMG, and that's a factor that you're going to expect out of any SMG. Much higher magazine capacity than we're used to, which means more than likely you're going to have room to use other attachments because you're not going to need to use an extended mag. So whether that would be a foregrip, I'm sure Hawk's Nest will be doing tons and tons of tests on this to try to check out and see what the best possible options for using the CORDITE are. For the most part, it seems like it is going to be a good option because right now, kind of the meta in Call of Duty Mobile is fast-firing weapons, and that is exactly what this is. So I'll definitely be interested to see if this is going to give the RUS-79U a run for its money as the best SMG in the game. I know Hawk's Nest likes to say that the PDW is the best, but I think based off of evidence that we've seen just from what most people, especially at a pro level, use in the game, I can say with pretty good confidence that right now the RUS-79U is the best SMG in the game. So as you guys can see right off the bat, we've just got a sick animated skin for the gun. As you can see, the heat stroke skin going to be coming to the game most likely relatively soon. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be in crates and lucky draws as opposed to bundles like we talked about over the weekend. Bundles are going to be made available for all players, but more than likely, we're not going to see a ton of epic and legendary skins, and if I had to guess, this is probably an epic skin, given that it doesn't have any type of specific kill animation, but it is a really nice skin for the Outlaw. As you guys can see, it has a pretty consistent, fast rate of fire, pretty quick scoping animation as well. It's definitely a faster scoping animation than the DLQ. I can tell that right off the bat. It's probably relatively similar to the Locust and the Arctic 50, if I had to guess. I think it also does have similar hitboxes as well. As you can see right there, we shoot the guy in the stomach and not able to one-shot shoot him in the leg as well, and not able to one-shot. But if we aim a little bit higher, you'll see in both videos, both of the kill shots that we're able to get are on chest shots on different guys. So It looks like it's going to be a pretty similar option to the Arctic 50. I think it does have slightly higher mobility as well. That's one thing that was noted in the patch notes, is that effectively the Outlaw is going to be fast firing, high mobility, and it is able to one-shot to the chest and head area. So we're probably going to have to wait until we have actual custom rooms to test out what the exact hitboxes are, to see where it is that you have to hit somebody with this gun in order to one-tap them. Obviously, that's a huge factor and one of the most important factors in deciding what the best sniper rifle in the game is. But honestly, looking at this gameplay again, I think it might actually have a faster scope and animation than even the Locust and the Arctic 50. So for those of you who don't know, basically, I did a video a while back talking about what the best sniper in the game is, and I took into account a lot of different things. For the most part, I found out that range is not an actual factor for snipers. They all one-shot at the exact same percentage at all different ranges. So how far you are away, unless this is different, unless they made some difference for the Outlaw as compared to the Locust, Arctic 50, and the DLQ, more than likely at all ranges it'll have the same ability to one-shot, and it really will come down to where on the person's body you hit them. So effectively, for the DLQ, you're able to hit them lower on the stomach to still one-shot them, whereas with guns like the Arctic 50 and the Locust, you have to hit the chest area and above in order to one-shot them. Looking at those factors is definitely going to be like the most important determining factor as to whether or not this is going to be the new best sniper in the game. But just off of what I've looked at so far, it does look more reliable than the Locust. And what I mean by that, simply it has a faster rate of fire and better mobility from what I can tell. Now, we're not able to look at the stats, but even by looking at the stats, you're typically not going to see anything super helpful, usually just because the stats are not a very direct indicator of what the gun can actually do. Outside of that, the gun does have a really cool reload animation as well, as you guys can see. Almost similar to reloading a revolver, which is a really dope thing, given that those are... The revolver is kind of the Midwest gun, so it makes sense that if you're going to have a sniper that is kind of a Midwestern style gun, having an animation similar to that would be a really dope thing. All in all, I'm definitely really excited for both of these guns. I think they're going to be two really great additions to the game, because obviously the more guns that you throw into the mix, the more options that it gives for people to specialize in one option or another, and we love to see the meta change as well. So that's one thing that's been really awesome about Season 4/5 of Call of Duty Mobile. I would say this is the most balanced meta that we've had, and I think throwing new guns in the mix is just going to make the game more and more fun, and it'll also be interesting to see how these guns factor in and play out with the introduction of the Call of Duty Mobile Championships, whether these are guns that are going to be primarily used or just kind of thrown off to the side. So that is going to be it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please do drop a like down below and subscribe to the squad if you guys haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.